What's going on, y'all? It's Zay from Harlem. I'm here to explain to y'all how I made the Streamer University 2026 website, also the Streamer University 2026 app, which was the fan-based version. Because as we know, there was two versions. You had the official version by Kai's team, which was phenomenal. And then you had the fan-based version, which was by myself. And I'm here to explain how it was made, how it was done, what it took to get it done, how long it took, and the whole process. Let's get straight to it. Alright, so let's get into it. How it was made, what was the thought process, and all that. Making a website, I can't say it was easy, I can't say it was hard, because it is a lot that goes into it, right? You know, right now, AI is taking over every single thing, everything. So with that being said, yes, the website was made with AI, but you still need to have some type of knowledge in order to make these websites, in order to make these apps. The reason being is because you're going to run into a lot of issues and you're going to need some type of help. The only way for you to know how to fix those issues or to get any help is by either you doing a lot of research or by you knowing already how to fix it because you had experience with it prior for you even knowing any AI or anything like that. Even though AI does a lot of like coding and stuff, you still have to do a lot of manual work, such as going to each person's social media, looking at their Instagram, Twitter, Discord, YouTube, everything, Twitch, every single thing, and then also taking that picture. You have over 200 people in total, like with the alumni and with the staff and with the students. So you have easily over 200 people, and you have to do that all manually. There's a lot of work in that aspect. Putting together the website, you know, having an idea and then telling AI, okay, this is my idea, and then AI trying to replicate your idea, and then you got to go back and you say, look, this is a mistake, I don't like this, I need this to be done over. Then you going back, I need this to be done, and it's hours on hours on hours on hours. But not to mention that, you know, some people like AI, some people don't. It's just the day and age that we're in. We need AI, in all honesty. Our self-driving cars, our applications, whenever we call a bank, whenever we call our cell phone company, anything, everything is done with AI now, and there's no getting around it, right? Making a website, it basically started off as an idea. You know, Streamer University is coming back, and we need a place where we could see who are all the current people who are accepted into Streamer University. And the first thing I had to do is I had to go back into the Mafia-thon videos and see who won the golden ticket.
This is the golden ticket. Once you win, I will ship this to you. Whoever the winners are, I'm going to ship this to your house straight.
Originally, when I did some of the research, I only found 4 people who had won a golden ticket. But come to find out, there was actually 5 people who won the golden ticket. So these 5 people, they were the first 5 people who are actually on the website. So now Kai, he's starting to do the auditions. He does the audition in New York, he does the audition in Cali, and he does the audition in Atlanta. So what I basically do with the website, I add all of these onto the website, each of these videos, right? Now, whenever you go to the website, you go to Streamer University 2026, you're able to see everything that's done. You're able to see the rules, and then one day Kai just came out like, look, we're revealing everyone who was accepted into Streamer University. So Kai goes live, and I already have 5 people who have golden tickets. I already have them down as students. And then he get past the 5th person, he gets to the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and so on and so on. And I'm just trying to catch up, but it's hard for me to catch up because there's so many students. So what I did was I just took a break, I chilled, and I said, look, tomorrow's a new day. Once he reveals everybody, because it was late, he didn't finish maybe till about like 2 o'clock, maybe 2:30. Um, the next day, I got onto the computer. I watched the video to see each student who was accepted. I searched for their information, their Twitch, their YouTube, their social media platform, just in general, and then I added each individual onto the website, which was repetitive. You had to save their pictures. So right now on my computer, I have every single person's picture saved onto my computer because it wasn't as easy as it looked. Everybody say, "Oh, AI is easy." No, it's not as easy as it looks. It takes a lot, right? And you also have to spend a lot of money. It's not free, anything like that. So now I add all of the students, and then when I add all of the students, I tell myself, okay, we need the feature. Whenever they go live, it's going to show on the website. So I add that feature. We have to use Twitch API, where we can see when they're live. We also can see how many people watching them, etc., etc. So we add that onto the website, and then I make a video. The video I make, I post it onto TikTok, and the video blows up. Why did the video blow up? Because cenat seen the video, and he commented on the video, and he said W. And then I just see, and he reposted it, and a ton of people was liking. It was unbelievable. People was commenting like, "Yo, this is amazing. I love this." And from there, I just reposted it onto my Instagram, and a lot of people was like, "Yo, I like this," because now we could see all the streamers that's going to Streamer University, and we could see when they're live. So I did that, and then as the days progress, I'm continuing to work on the website, and I start coming up with ideas. One idea was, let's do a multi-browser tool. And the multi-browser tool is, on your screen, you can watch multiple Twitch streams, and on the multiple Twitch streams, you can watch all your favorite content creators. Instead of just watching one, you can watch 8, right? So I did that, and then on the front page, I added a feature Twitch streamers from Streamer University, and every 15 minutes, it would switch through. It would go from one person to another, etc., etc. But it was 4 video players. So after Kai commented on my video, I was getting a bunch of people that was commenting, and it just so happened someone from Kai's team had reached out to me, and we spoke. And not to mention is that the person I spoke with, I'm not gonna say too much, but he is literally like another version of me, because he's into the same thing I'm into. I'm into electronics. I'm into all the technology. I'm into AI. I'm into computer science. I have my associate's degree for game design, but that's what I like to do. Like, this is a passion. This is something that I love to do, not something that I like to do. I love this. And meeting someone who does the same exact thing, it's like a blessing in disguise, because I'm from the hood. I'm not someone who I was brought up with a silver spoon in my mouth and all that. Man, I'm from the hood. I can't lie to y'all. But now, we speak, and he's telling me certain stuff, and I'm just like, yo, this is exactly what I was planning on doing. Like, this is crazy. So Streamer University is announced. The dates are announced. And when they announce the days, in my head, I'm like, yo, I have to finish this application, because you started it, but you never finished it. And Streamer University, it takes Apple probably about 2.5 days, maybe 3 days, for them to approve your app on the App Store. And I created the app. I uploaded it to the App Store. By now, Kai already pushed his app to the App Store. I didn't push my app to the App Store yet. So I finally pushed the app to the App Store, And after 2 days, Apple still haven't approved it. But when I go into the app and I start playing around with it, I noticed that there was some major bugs that I didn't test for. So now I have to auto reject the app myself before Apple reject it. I had to auto reject it, fix it, and then submit it. But it takes Apple about 2 to 3 days for them to approve your app. So what I did was I did an expedited review. Apple allows you to do a certain amount of expedited reviews for your account, and that was basically one of my expedited reviews. So once they did that, they approved my app. The very first review, they approved it. It was nothing wrong. I made sure every single thing on the app worked, tested, bugs like near zero. Uh, they approved it, and when they approved it, I placed it onto the website. So whenever you go onto the website, it says download Streamer University 2026. On the app, it shows you everything who's live. You can mark your favorite content creators. You could just mark so much stuff. So to me, once I completed the app and it's approved on the App Store, I got all the features in it. I'm thinking the app is top tier. That's in my opinion. I added the multi stream tool, so where you're able to watch multiple streamers on your phone. And not to mention, I made the TikTok videos, and all the TikTok videos I made was getting thousands of views. And I was proud of that. I was excited. So I'm just like, I'm hyped. People are seeing my app. They're leaving reviews. People are writing me on Instagram. People are writing me to my email. They are writing messages on the website to send like contact messages to reach out to me, and for me to work with them. So I'm just like hype about that. I'm super hype. And Kai, they start the Streamer University. I have the website, it's up and running. The app is up and running. And as like time progresses, Kai, he goes live. I'm making back end changes to the website. I'm publishing it so that you can see it all in real time. I'm able to see how many people is currently on the website, what page they viewed the most. It was like so exciting. It was amazing. And I'm happy to have like that opportunity. I'm happy that Kai was able to do Streamer University, and I was able to kind of remix it to make something out of it. And mind you, I didn't get paid for doing this because it's fan based, right? It's just something I decided to do myself. I told myself like, yo, if you do this, you can make the most out of it. Like, you might have somebody that just might write you and say, yo, I want you to do a website for me, or I want you to do an app for me, or I just want you to work with me because I see what you did and it is next level. And again, AI can do certain stuff, but it cannot do everything. You have to be able to do something. You have to know some type of stuff. You have to be able to do some type of research. AI is great. AI is the future, without a doubt. No matter what anybody says, AI is the future and it's here, but you have to still be able to do something. And that's basically what I was able to do. I was able to take what's coming, which is AI, and take the knowledge that I know and put them together and create something that was beneficial for everyone. So many people use the website. So many people downloaded the app. Today is July 20th, and I told myself in 1 year, I'll be at Streamer University. And if I'm not at Streamer University, I'm going to be at Entertainment University, or I'm going to be at Technology University, or I'm going to be somewhere sitting with someone. And I learned a lot from watching Streamer University. I learned a lot from Agent. I learned a lot from Ludwig. And they're the reason why I'm making this video and I'm posting this video, because of them. I wasn't going to do this prior, and I just kept telling myself, it doesn't hurt to just post the video. Post it, and we see where it go. And now I'm here posting the video. y'all like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, y'all can follow my Twitch. I'm gonna start streaming. I'm gonna start actually streaming me making apps, because this wasn't my first application. This is about maybe my sixth application that's on the App Store. And I'm gonna start posting more and more and more and more, and we're gonna see what happens, man. I'm just proud of what I was able to do and what I was able to accomplish. But again, man, y'all can like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all a lot.